It's Madden NFL 23, and we'll see the Cowboys leader at quarterback. He's been sensational as he leads the league in touchdown passes. It's the Cowboys and the Jaguars, next on Madden Football.
Originally opened in 1995 as Jacksonville Municipal Stadium when this franchise entered the NFL. We welcome you to Jacksonville and TIAA Bank Field. Today we reach Week 15 and we've got a good matchup in store between the Dallas Cowboys and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Brandon Gaud alongside Charles Davis. CD, you look at the Cowboys in this matchup. We know how well they throw the football, but they're going to have their work cut out for them in this one.
Yeah, they're going up against a top 5 unit in the league. If this is a defense, they don't make a lot of mistakes. Well coached, they execute really, really well, and terrific leadership on that side of the ball. So precision, that's going to have to be a key for them in this one.
So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. And trotting out there, a guy who's established himself as a veteran. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The numbers for Zeke from last week, just downright unbelievable. I mean, when you amass that many yards, I don't know what else to say.
Personally, I thought it was a game for the ages for him. Ripped off some long runs in that contest, didn't he?
He did indeed. Some very long runs, and that total, scary. It'll be a gain of 5, and that will bring up 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as he's able to get this up past the 40. Another good carry there for the NFL's second leading rusher, and we've talked on air, off air about his MVP candidacy. Make a case for him.
Well, I'm just going to tell you point blank, it doesn't matter whether he's first or second or even third in the league in rushing yardage. That's not the main deal. It's how he gets those yards and the impact he has on his ball club.
A good pick up there of 20 yards. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Up the middle. Here's Elliott. And he's got some space here. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now left side, a completion to his tight end, and he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. Now Elliott, and he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott becoming just the 2nd player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. And the Cowboys are on the board first here this afternoon. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl.
And he spins past him and into space. Trying to tiptoe the pylon, but they're going to say he stepped out at the 1-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Elliott will take this into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. The final 4 weeks of the NFL season are upon us, and we got some intriguing matchups in prime time. Tonight, Patriots and Raiders, that's in Vegas. Josh McDaniels taking on his former employer there. And then Monday Night Football, the Rams and Packers from what should be a frosty Lambeau Field at 8:15 Eastern Time, 7:15 locally there in Green Bay. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. This offense, Charles, we've talked about how well they played all season, sitting now at 13-0 and a finish line for a perfect regular season. That's in sight. Some in the media this week were pointing back to the 07 Patriots. Of course, remember, they finished the regular season unbeaten, but they were tested multiple times in that final month plus.
Yeah, with something like 4 of their last 6 wins were one-possession games, and they played.
Touchdown! Dalton Schultz with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Cowboys go up by 2 touchdowns. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game, and no signs of slowing down.
Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He had the touchdown pass last. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Washington. Finding room at midfield. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. They'll look to throw here on first down. Left side to Lamb. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Now a play fake here on first down. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Again, it's Elliott, and he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his. So we have a tie now atop the all-time single-season rushing touchdown list. LaDainian Tomlinson, you've just been joined by this man.
And they share similar traits in running the football. Excellent vision, cutting ability, determination, will, They understand where the end zone is and will not be deterred.
Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. They go play action here on first down. That is caught by Lamb. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. They'll look to throw now on first down. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Touchdown, Cowboys! Dalton Schultz in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys will extend their lead here just before halftime. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on.
The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. They had the big halftime lead. Their defense just helped them out further by forcing the turnover, so things are starting to look pretty rosy.
They certainly are, but they've got to be careful about getting complacent, though. They still need to go out and run their offense efficiently.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, able to avoid him. Wow, incredible.
Miss.
On the move past the 40. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20. A big play here for Dallas. 58 yards. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
On play action, they'll throw. Open man, right side, it's Lamb. And the Cowboys are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in from a yard out. And the Cowboys have taken a 5-touchdown lead. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's caught. It's James Washington. 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Cowboys. James Washington, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive.
Dallas offense set for this next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. Past the 20. Touchdown. Dalton Schultz, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year. And the Cowboys add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this.
Here we go, set.
They'll try and run some clock now with Elliott. Oh, good move. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 54 yards on the ground for him now with 4 touchdown runs tacked on. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. Again, it's Elliott. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
A gain of 5. 1st down, Cowboys.
Inside give to Elliott. Fights through and now a crease. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
A gain of 19 yards.
From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. Foyesade Aluakan made the tackle there from his safety position. Now the Cowboys going to burn the 1st of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
And 8 yards pickup. And the Cowboys.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Another touchdown here in the 4th quarter. And, Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And, partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball and sometimes even your special teams. And that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late lead.
scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared, but executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.
So for Dallas, they move ever closer to the perfect regular season as they run things to 14-0. And they'll return home next week to take on the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they fall to 8-6 with the loss. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets.
It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports, and we'll see the Cowboys leader at quarterback. Your top dog in the league this season, ranking first in passing yards. It's the Cowboys and the Eagles, and it's coming right up on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Today, rivals square off in the NFC East, and we've got a great matchup between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Dallas Cowboys. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. CD, you look at the Cowboys in this matchup, you figure they've got to be looking forward to this one. They've got a clear advantage on the offensive side of the ball.
Yeah, and they totally understand it, not just by running the numbers, but those numbers do play into it because you've got one of the better passing offenses in the league, a top 10 unit, going up against one of the poor defenses in the league. So I think we're going to see these guys take some shots downfield. But right from the start, I expect them to attack and get right after them.
So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. They'll come out throwing here on first down. spins past him. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
And that is a historic run for him, partner. With that pickup, he just broke Lamar Jackson's 2019 record for most yards in a season by a quarterback. No one has done it better across a 16 or 17-game schedule. Now his name will be forever linked with the best runners to ever play at that position.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
And cue the applause, and there it is for him. The mark he's been aiming for all season long. 1,000 yards. Just the third quarterback to reach that milestone, joining Lamar Jackson and Michael Vick. That's a season's worth of work and a huge commitment to get him the touches that he needed to make that happen. Congratulations.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. The veteran Kyle Van Noy in there to drop him. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Spins away. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me?
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Cowboys will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They're guarding against the upset.
On the slant, he finds Washington. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Started the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They go to Elliott again. Oh, he shifts, breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Touchdown, Cowboys! C.D. Lamb with touchdown number 20 on the air as his guys are able to extend their lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, securely catch, And then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He had the touchdown pass on their previous drive, and they'll search for another score as they begin here with a 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's got his man. It's Gallup. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup. His 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often
Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He's thrown for 2 touchdowns. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Got his man there complete to Gallup. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. Back to throw here. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Christmas Eve here in 2022. A big slate today of Saturday games. But we will have, ready for this, a triple header of action on Christmas Day tomorrow. I think it's pretty safe to say we won't have a white Christmas. Touchdown! Michael Gallup with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Cowboys continue to pull away here in this 1st half. What a 1st half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns, CD.
Brandon, you know I don't like to play the game where you start projecting when you're at a certain point. But let's face it, he's off to a tremendous start. So 200 yards, 4 touchdowns. I don't think anything's out of the question right now. He's blowing up coverages. You've got to double him every snap. Otherwise, he's going to defeat you on almost every play.
Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He's already accounted for 4 touchdowns in this 1st half, 3 in the air, 1 on the ground as his guys start with a 1st down. Play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll find Lamb crossing the formation for the catch. Touchdown, Cowboys! C.D. Lamb. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cowboys will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out.
Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He's been unstoppable in this first half. 4 touchdown passes on the ledger already. Closing in on the all-time record in the first half, by the way, which is 6 touchdown passes as this drive starts 1st and 10. They're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run.
So we've reached halftime here. Let's throw in a broadcaster cliche, shall we? Both teams looking for a gift on Christmas Eve.
As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. Some great games coming up on Sunday, highlighted by a 1 o'clock matchup in Miami. A good test for the Dolphins as they'll take on the always tough Green Bay Packers. From there, we're off to check out another game. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Then, on Sunday night, wrap up your Christmas day with a great one in the NFC. The Bucs and Cardinals at 8:20 Eastern Time. Time now for a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Eagles. And it's been the passing game that's been the story. They have feasted on this secondary to the tune of 200-plus yards already through 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they too were able to take advantage of a soft secondary as both of these two teams really threw the ball at will in that first half.
The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Kyle Van Noy able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. And some space here. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down and a 21-yard gain. A give to Elliott. And he's got room. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 49 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Now here's a throw that's complete. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
Yeah, boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing. And
touchdown, Cowboys! James Washington from 13 yards out, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Dallas offense set for this next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
They start on the ground with Elliott. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Well, things obviously not going their way. Trailing here in the fourth quarter, and that penalty going to go ahead and give the other side some extra yardage.
We all know it's an intense game and things can get heated out there. That's part of the battle. But bottom line, you got to keep your cool. That was not an example of doing that.
A nice looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
A first down carry by Elliott. And a solid run down inside the 30. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. And Charles, you think about this offense, and it's kind of a tricky time of the season because you're 14-0, looking to see this one out to the end. But you start to run into situations where guys are getting a little banged up. Maybe could use some time sharing, some time on the bench, just to rest. How do you approach the rest of this regular season?
I'm telling you, you don't ask the easy stuff, do you? I mean, you created a heck of a situation there, and actually you didn't create.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. CeeDee Lamb, 28 yards. And the Cowboys have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. To that drive there, CeeDee, a good response, and that might be the one that gets him to the finish line, a comfortable lead.
Yeah, and that's all about not letting the team back into a game because they just gave up a touchdown. It was back to a 2-score game, and anything can happen in that situation. But instead, they came through with a really terrific drive right there that ended in 6. So you like to slam the door on teams. In this case, they're trying to lock it as well.
The Dallas offense back out onto the field. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. The give is to Elliott. Dances by at the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, a 23-yard run. And the Cowboys up the lead to 4 scores now here in this fourth quarter. Well, it has been the passing game that's really been responsible for much of the scoring so far. But let's not forget about this running attack. They're pretty good, too, as evidenced right there.
And I think, Brandon, the fact that they've thrown the ball so well contributed to that touchdown because that was a defense that was really keyed up to cover those receivers. All they wanted to do was blanket them. They didn't have enough men in the box to stop the run, and you saw the end result.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The previous run good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Up the middle. Here's Elliott. And some room to roam now. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. They'll start on the ground here on first down. Fighting through, and he's got space. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 182 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ballgame. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Elliott. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They find some open field here. And he is finally taken down, but not before he gets it to the Eagles' 26. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And when you break it down, this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.
And I truly thought that we'd have a tight game coming into this one. I think you felt the same way based on our conversation after the production meeting. But obviously not the case. And how about just how it broke open? You just all of a sudden, whoosh, there it is. This thing is pretty much done. And the crowd stayed with it to celebrate because they're like, let's enjoy watching our team play this well. This is fun.
So for the Cowboys, they are now 2 wins away from a perfect regular season as they move to 15-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, it's another loss as they now fall to 4-11. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the New Orleans Saints.